Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this great world of ours. Today is July 19th, 2026, day 38 of my video challenge. Today I don't really have a lot to talk about. I spent the day mostly getting ready to head over to some friend's house, good friends of mine. A guy I've known since the sixth grade, and his family. And as we were very close to each other all through from sixth grade through high school, I spent a lot of time at his house. He spent a lot of time at my house. Um, his mom used to drive us around when we were still too young to drive ourselves around. I remember the first day that we really started interacting. He had asked for my phone number in school, and later that evening, I got a call, and he wanted to know if I wanted to go to the local public library. And I said sure, and his mom came and picked me up. He and his mom, and she was driving this huge pickup truck. I'd never been in a pickup truck that big before, but we went to the library and we had such a great time looking up books about rocketry, not model rocketry, like actual rocketry, like amateur rocketry. And I remember one of those books actually had a recipe in it where you could, I remember, boil down potatoes, get the nitrogen out of the potatoes, and combine it with something else to create rocket fuel. And it was insane. I checked that book out, or maybe I can't remember if I checked it out and turned it back in, but I went to go and try and check it out again, and I could never find that book again. It's almost like, me turning it back in. Somebody caught that and said, "Oh my God, this book should not be on the shelves anymore." Um, but yeah, that became kind of they just really included me on a lot of their family things, which is important because I really kind of felt like I didn't have a family, even though I did. My parents were divorced, and I don't know, my parents were really busy, and I just kind of felt like I didn't have that enough in my life. And I used to go to church with them, and sometimes I'd go, Sunday afternoon lunches and all kinds of different things. Anyway, uh, just included each other in our families a lot over the years. It was really good. It was celebrating his mother's birthday, his youngest son's birthday, and then my birthday, which is tomorrow. So every year we get together and we celebrate those birthdays, and it's a really good time. I think, and I always say this every year. Um, my greatest source of abundance in life has always been the the kinds of people and the quality of people that I've had the privilege to know. The, you know, People I've considered my friends, my coworkers, my actual family, my cousins, um, yeah, and even just people I have casual conversations with. I always seem to meet really good people, interesting people, um, kind people, and and it's just good to connect with them. I haven't seen my friend and his family, well, since last summer, and that's kind of been too long. Um, I have a really bad habit of not keeping, of not managing my connections well, um, and that's a shame because I've missed out. As much as I just said that my wealth in life has been the people that I know, um, the other side of that coin is I never learned how to really care for those connections, and it has cost me a lot. And I'm getting to the point where I don't have a whole lot of time left on this earth to dilly-dally. And so, yeah, it just really got me thinking about what changes I want to make in my life to really start to put more effort into being intentional about my connections with people, instead of just sort of floating along, and when things came up, but yeah, just be more intentional, right? Like, one of the things I told my friend was that it's been too long. We have an observatory here in Kansas City, just south of us, and it's been a couple of years since I've been there, and I want to go. I want to go out with him. That's one of the things that he and I used to like to do, is sit out, and I got a fairly nice telescope back in the day. For I can't remember if it was birthday or Christmas, but it was tripod mounted and had different eyepieces, and it had a little spotter scope on it, and it was a really decent. It's like a 3-inch refractor, which is nothing to sneeze at. And we would sit out. I lived in a cul-de-sac, and it was sort of very in a remote part of, not many houses around us. And so we would sit out in that cul-de-sac, and with the chairs and the telescope, and just view the night sky, and talk about all of our dreams and fantasies. Space, Star Wars was out. It was a good time to be a kid. So yeah, I was like, yeah, we got to go down to the Powell Observatory and enjoy that some more, and be intentional, and not just sort of let things float on by. But I don't know, that's all I wanted to talk about today, was just how much I really enjoy all the people I know in my life, and how much I enjoy spending time with them and being in contact with them, and how much I want to prioritize maintaining those relationships in my life, even if with people that I don't live nearby, right, that are half a world away. It's important to maintain those connections. That's the true gold of my life. Jobs come and go, money comes and goes, but the really good people in your life are that's the real treasure. So anyway, if you're still with me, please consider hitting the like button. It's free for you, and it helps me more than you know. And always remember, you are more loved than you know, and far more valuable than you can ever imagine. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.